right, so we're going to come to a nice seated position, however that's comfortable for you. Close our eyes. Just start to come into the room a bit, into the present moment. Tuning into the breath, into the body. Take a nice deep breath in, arms rise to the sky. As you exhale, right arm comes down to the mat. Left arm begins to reach over. Nice big stretch to the right here. On our next breath, we're going to bring our arms up and over. So left arm comes up and over down to the mat, right arm stretches to the left. And on our next breath, bringing both arms up to the sky. Big breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to stretch forward. Hands can come down to the floor. Wherever you land is just fine. I don't want you stretching too much. It should feel good. Walk your hands over to the right. Nice side stretch here. Stretching out the whole left side. On the next breath in, we're going to walk our hands back to the center and then all the way over to the left. Final breath here. We're going to bring our hands back to the center and just walk them back towards the body. Once we get there, we're going to take a nice big breath in, bring our arms up to the sky. As we exhale, I'm going to bring that right arm down again. And then we're going to bring that left arm down to the right knee. Bring that right hand behind you, just a gentle twist. Begin to just twist and bring your gaze over that right shoulder. On our next breath, we're going to come back to the center, bringing the arms up to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring that left arm down to the mat, kind of behind us. Right arm comes to that right knee, gentle twist, looking over the left shoulder. Final breath here. Coming back to the center, just bringing the hands to the knees, bringing the chin down towards the chest. We're going to roll our head to the left shoulder and then back down to the chest, nice and slow. And then roll our neck to the right. We're going to do this for a few breaths, just rolling back and forth. If it feels good for you, go ahead and do a full circle with that neck, coming all the way around to the left, and then all the way around to the right. One final time to the left, and one final time to the right. We're going to bring our head up, and we're going to meet on hands and knees. However you get there is just fine. Once you're there, though, just make sure your fingers are spread wide apart. Hands are under the shoulders. Knees are hip length apart and under the hips. Nice big breath in, drop the belly, bring the gaze up, bring the hips up, coming down into cow. And then on the exhale, we're gonna round the back. Bring the chin in, tuck the hips for cat. Just gonna move through a few cat-cows at your own pace, linking the movement with the breath. So as you're inhaling, you're coming down to cow. As you're exhaling, coming up to cat. Just here for a few breaths, waking up the body. Last breath or two here. Our final breath, we're going to meet back in a straight tabletop position. We're going to tuck our toes and lift our hips, coming into our first down dog today. Once you get there, you're going to pedal out your feet a bit, giving those knees a good bend, waking up the legs. And then we're going to go ahead and walk our feet up to meet our hands. Feet should be a little more than hip distance apart. Knees can be slightly bent. We're here in forward fold for just a moment. When you find your stability, I want you to go ahead and lift those hands up, grab each of those elbows, coming into ragdoll, letting the head hang. Option to just hang here, or you can sway back and forth as well if you want to bring in a little bit of more stretch. Go ahead and drop those arms back down to the earth. Take a nice deep breath in, slowly rising all the way up, bringing the arms with you. Taking your time, no rush. Arms are going to come all the way up to the sky. And when you get there, just bring them back a little bit, doing a slight back bend and opening up the heart center, the arms, the chest. Bring those arms up to the sky. Palms come together, bringing them down to prayer position. Tuck the tummy in, tighten it a bit. Chin up. Close the eyes. Allow yourself to feel within your body. Taking a moment here to set an intention for your day. This week we are still focusing on courage. So perhaps setting an intention to be courageous, to accept yourself as you are. going to take a nice big breath in. Arms are coming up to the top, rising to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to swoop those arms down, forward fold. Arms coming down to the mat, folding at the hips. Once you're here in forward fold, take a nice big breath in. Come halfway up. Fingertips will just be hitting the mat. Back comes halfway up and straight. Head comes with it for a halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Hands are going to come down to the mat. We're going to step back just with the right foot and bring the right knee down. Yep. Once you find your stability, I want you to take a nice big breath in, bring the arms up. So you can leave your legs boxed here, or if it feels good to you, you can just bend forward with that left leg a bit. Whichever feels good for you. So you can stay straight here and just reach for the sky, or you can bend forward a bit and open up the hips. Staying here for just a few breaths. Last breath here as we exhale, bring those hands back down to the mat. Tuck that back toe and lift the back knee. And I want you to step back with your left foot into down dog. Pause here, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Go ahead and lift that right leg to the sky. Pointing that toe. Option to stay here or put a bend to the right knee to open up the hip a bit more, whichever feels good for you. Last breath here. As you exhale, bring that right foot back down to the mat. Bring both feet forward, stepping forward to meet the hands again in forward fold. Finding your stability here. Once you do, nice big breath in, rising up, arms come with us, nice and slow. Hands come all the way to the sky, palms together, hands to heart center. Tuck the tummy, tighten it. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale out. Take a nice big breath in. This time, arms rise to the sky. As we exhale, arms come back down to the earth, forward fold. Hinging at the hips, hands come down to the mat. Nice big breath in. Exhale out. This time, we're going to step back with our left foot and bring that left knee down to the mat. Again, once you find your stability here, and it's okay to adjust until you do, take a nice big breath in, arms rise. You can reach here, or you can bring that right knee forward for a little bit more of a stretch, whatever feels good. Last breath here as we exhale, bring those hands down to the mat. Tuck that back toe, lift the back knee, and then bring the right foot back to meet the left, back into down dog. Once we're there, we're going to take a nice big breath in. We're going to lift that left leg to the sky this time, pointing your toe. Option to stay here or put a bend to the knee on the left side and open up the hip a bit more. Here for 3 breaths. Last breath here as we exhale. Bring that left foot back down to the mat. Pausing here in down dog just a moment. Nice big breath in. Exhale exhale out. We're going to go ahead and bring our knees down to the mat. Bring your knees about as far as the mat goes. Wide open, bring the big toes together. Sink the hips back. Bring the arms forward, forehead to the mat for child's pose. Pausing here for a nice stretch to the body. Last breath here. As we exhale, lift the head up, bring the hands back, bring the hips forward, knees come in, bringing the knees all the way together. We're going to sit back onto our feet, coming into what we call hero's pose. Take a nice big breath in, arms rise to the sky. As we exhale, they fall back down to the earth. One more breath in, arms rise. Exhale, they come back down to the earth. On our last breath in, we're going to lift our hips and butt all the way up, coming all the way up to our knees. As we exhale, arms come down. We're going to bring them to our lower back right here, just above our butt. Take a nice big breath in, kind of bend back as far as comfortable, bringing the head back into a half camel. Again, opening up the heart center, opening up the shoulders, the arms, the chest. Last big breath in. As we exhale, slowly bringing our head back up. Arms rise up. Big breath in here. And as we exhale, coming all the way back down, bringing our hips with us. We're going to make our way down to the mat now. However you get there is just fine. We're going to be in the sitting position to start. Legs out in front of us. Perfect. Take a nice big breath in. Rise, arms rise to the sky. As you exhale, reaching forward, reaching for your toes. Wherever your hands land are just fine. They may land on your toes, your ankles, the mat. Nice stretch to the legs here this morning. Last breath here. As we exhale, just walk the hands back towards the body. We're going to bring our right foot out to the right. Left foot's going to come in towards the body. Nice big breath in. Arms rise to the sky. As we exhale, we're reaching for that right foot. Again, wherever our hands land is just fine. Keeping the back straight and moving the hips towards the right foot. It's not about bringing your head all the way down. It's just about getting that stretch into that lower back and the legs. I know you sit all day. Yes. Last breath here, and we're going to walk our hands back towards the body. We're going to switch legs. So the left leg's going to come out this time. Right leg's going to come in. When you're ready, nice big breath in. Arms rise to the sky. Hips turn towards that left leg. And we're just going to reach for that left leg, but keeping the back straight. Going just as far as you can. Nice gentle stretch, and the more you do this, the further and further you'll be able to go. Last breath here. Go ahead and walk your hands back. We're going to bring our legs out in front of us. We're going to come all the way down to the mat, laying down. We're going to put a bend to our knees. Arms are going to come out to a T. Feet should not be touching. They should be a little further than your hip width apart. Nice big breath in. As you exhale, let both knees fall to the right. Gentle twist to the lower back here. Pausing for a breath or two. On your next breath in, we're going to lift those knees to the sky. And then as you exhale, just letting them fall to the left. Again, pausing for a breath or two. On the next breath in, go ahead and bring those knees to the sky. And then we're just going to go ahead and bring them all the way over. But we're not going to pause this time. Once we get there, we're going to bring them back up to the sky and over to the left. And we're going to do this for about 6 breaths. Just bless you. Just going at your own pace. Bringing the knees to the right, to the sky, to the left. Final breath here. Bringing the knees up to the sky. Straighten the legs out. Bring the arms up and over. Full body stretch here for a moment. Reaching with both your toes and your hands. We're going to go ahead and relax. Bring the arms down by our side. You can let the feet splay out either side. Arms can be open, palms up if you'd like to receive, palms down if you'd like to ground your energy. Close the eyes. Allow yourself to relax and integrate all we've done here on the mat this morning. Relaxing the shoulders and the arms. Relaxing the back, the hips, the legs. Focusing on the breath. Check yourself regularly. Observe how you're moving. Consider your actions, commitments, and roles. A person dedicated to themselves and their growth expands at a fast pace. It is natural to begin feeling as if some of your commitments no longer resonate with the person you're becoming. When you begin to feel off, It's usually because you're denying some part of your truth. Reevaluate your situations. Release the people, habits, interests, or places that are linked to an outdated version of yourself. You are allowed to put an end to previous engagements and ways of being. You are allowed to change and take up space. Trust your inner knowing to tell you when it's time to move differently and make haste. Staying somewhere you have outgrown will always be unfulfilling. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, just gently coming back to this moment, into the room. On your next breath, you're going to roll over to the right side, nice and gently, just coming into that fetal position, restarting your day with this new energy, ready to face the day with courage and wonder and excitement. On your next breath, we're going to go ahead and come all the way up, coming back to our seated position. We're going to take one final big breath together. When you're ready, nice big breath in, arms rise to the sky. Bringing them into prayer position at the heart. Bowing our head into ourselves, thanking ourselves for practicing today and getting on